we're making not one, but 2 chocolate cakes. We're gonna do one that is vegan and gluten-free, and another one that is regular flour, not gluten-free, and uses cow milk. The star of these cakes is, of course, dark chocolate. And we're gonna compare them. That's why we're doing 2. Okay, so quick tip. This is an actual bain-marie pot. If you don't have one of these, this is for melting. You can just put a small pot inside of a larger pot. You just don't fill the water line up all the way. So I wanted to use almond flour, but we're stuck with coconut flour. And that's because I grabbed coconut sugar and then accidentally grabbed coconut flour, I guess. Or maybe, they stacked it wrong. Oh, it smells coconutty. I hope it doesn't taste too coconutty. 200 grams. Precision baking. In one, we're also going to use coconut sugar and the other brown sugar. Okay, this one is cake flour. All right, coconut sugar. All right, 5 tablespoons because we're cutting this in half. Brown sugar. I'm curious, I feel like this has to change the consistency a little bit. 5. So one is 66 and the other one is 61 grams. Baking powder, 4 teaspoons. Potato starch. Oh, here. How much? Oh, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to use this for both. But the problem is once it's melted, the chocolate's melted, you kind of want to work fast. So I'll do the plant-based one first and then the dairy one. Yeah, I'm all over the place, man. I even bought a coconut sugar because I thought I didn't get the coconut sugar. See, okay, I bought what I thought was almond flour and coconut sugar. No, I don't care. I can't. I'm actually hungry now too, so I can't focus. What has happened is I've messed up. Okay, preheat the oven. Oh, and the other interesting thing about this is that we're using olive oil, and that's what makes it moist and delicious. 10 tablespoons. 1, 2, 10. I feel like a couple of those had a little extra love in them, so this might be a little off. It's about 100 milliliters or 4 ounces. What did I say? 100. No, so 50. Only did one of these. Look how cute my mini beakers are. It's still a bit shy, so I'm going to level them out. It's like just shy of, oh, feck. There. It's shy of 100 milliliters because those should have been even. So yeah, if you are super specific, 10 tablespoons and forget everything I just said. I bought 2 different forms because I couldn't decide which one I wanted. Since we're doing a comparison anyways, I decided I'm going to just get one of each and figure out which one I like best. Alright, so we got the moon, we got the nut. 400 grams. Okay, so 200 grams. Not big enough, I figured, but I took my chance. A little more than 6 ounces. No dinosaurs. Teach me all I need to know about dinosaurs, and then this one doesn't have the marker. So call it 400 milliliters or 200 if you're splitting it. This lady and her weird conversions. I think we have everything ready now. Baking powder goes last. Oh, I need a teaspoon. 1 is ready. Yeah. Yes, this cake is dedicated to chat because this was actually a wheel redemption secret sauce. So this is part of the wheel. This is all for you, chat. This is going to be the plant-based one. So also when you're melting anything, it helps to always more or less continuously stir it. Add the milk as soon as it starts melting. Ooh, it's boiling. Okay, melting the chocolate. When it starts to melt, add the almond milk. It says mix until you get a chocolate cream. Almond milk isn't going to be creamy. I feel like it's going to burn if anything. So I'll be more careful with the real milk. Add the almond meal, which we're not using. We're using coconut flour because I grabbed the wrong thing apparently. So you just add it to the same pot. Sayori, what's up? Here, can you use this?
Uncle, how can I help?
My phone.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Oh, I missed it. My phone. It thought I said Siri and it called me uncle. It's becoming sentient. You heard that. It called me uncle. Clip that. No freaking way, man. That's I went to screen grab it as proof, but we have audio proof. That's freaking scary. Coconut flour instead of almond flour. And I'm going to do a little bit at a time so I don't mess it up. Machines are learning, man. It's not a lie. I got a fan at Apple. Yo, hook me up with some product. This feels like a lot of flour, man. The olive oil will help. I might have to add it sooner. It's getting clumpy. What if this turns out a total disaster? It's dry as shit. It's not even mixed. Yeah, we're gonna have to add the oil. Nothing's happening here. There's no way this is happening. This is so dry. Everything except the baking powder. I might have to just eyeball this and add more oil because this is super dry. It's crumbs. There's no way this is even gonna fit in that pan. There's absolutely, dude, we might have one of our rare secret sauce F's. So I could add more milk or I could add more oil. This is not happening. This is not enough oil. It's a pot of crumbs, basically. I'll add a little milk and a little oil. This is wild, man. There's no batter happening. It's crazy. This is wild. This is weird. The wet ingredients don't seem enough, pretty much, is the problem. Dedicates cake to chat, messes up. This is what happens when I try to do nice things. You know? It smells delicious, but it's like sandy. It's like clumpy sand. It's like half wet sand. This is a joke. What a letdown. These conversions have to be wrong, man. Totally. I think it's too much flour. Doesn't cake need egg? Yeah, normally, but this is vegan. There is no way this lady's tripping. This is way too much flour. I'm just gonna slowly add a little bit of milk until I get a batter with the hand mixer. This is looking, I am actually gonna add more oil. This is so dry looking. Looks like shit. That looks awful. This looks like cat food, actually. This is gonna be hilarious if it actually turns out good, though. Like, what if I save it and it turns out good? It's not looking good. At all. At all. Even listen to the sound. Sounds gross. I forgot the baking powder because it was supposed to be the very last. It could also be the coconut flour because coconut, I guarantee coconut flour and almond flour have different densities. There's the vegan one ready to go in. Since this was a total F, I'm going to not add all this flour. I'm going to add a little bit of flour and just eyeball it and see what happens. All right, take two. The gluten version. This is the cow milk. I don't want to cook the milk because this is real milk, so I turn the flame down. I'm going to reverse this. I'm going to add the sugar first, not all at once. But while it's still hot, so it dissolves faster, a little bit of the starch. This is staying liquidier, but I haven't added any flour. I added the starch. A little bit of flour, not a lot. A little bit at a time. A little bit of olive oil. Now this is looking like a cake batter. This is what a cake batter is supposed to look like. Oh, yes. Okay. Think positive. Think positive. Here we go. Totally different color. It stayed dark, by the way. It didn't get to a milky looking chocolate. I didn't have to add anything. Oh, wait. Almost F that again. Need this. Baking powder. I don't want to overmix it because that can also be bad. But this is a freaking batter, you guys. Pour. That is pouring. Two things come to mind as to why this worked and the other didn't. One, The milk, I added in more slowly because I was using real milk, and my brain instantly goes to bechamel mac and cheese mode. You can't just dump milk. You have to add it slowly. So I added it slowly into the chocolate. I didn't add the flour first. I added the sugar first so it would melt a little bit while this was still hot. And then I added the flour in increments instead of dumping it in like she said. Just add it. Add it. Add. Can we see the difference? That's the vegan one. Has more of a milky look to it, and it's sandy and clumpy and dumpy. And this is the non-vegan one, which the only difference is we used and it's not gluten-free. We used cow milk and regular cake flour. In this one we use coconut. So here goes nothing, chat. I wait no more. Ugh. The non-vegan one looks beautiful. Don't worry about the way it looks, just flip it upside down. Oh, I'm flipping it. It's getting flipped. A lot of oil. It's falling apart. This is the ultimate fail. It reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the failed souffle. Looks like a giant brownie cookie. It's falling apart. It's not even... It never made a proper batter. Okay, take two. This one has the buckle. It's beautiful looking. But it's huge. It's freaking huge. Ah. I mean, I did pour this to the top. I thought that this one I was willing to experiment with, but I thought the vegan one wouldn't raise as much. This is not how... That looks like a butt. It's like two butt cheeks. So, at this stage, we could like dust some powdered sugar on top. This is only the third ever secret sauce fail. Okay, that's enough. It looks like it does look loafish. It's weird, man. It's definitely not like she made it. It's like a loaf. It truly is like a loaf, like a banana bread or something. It's really weird. It's like chocolate bread. The way it should turn out is not like a Americanized cake. It's more like a very small. This is very big. Okay, this is by the way, this is the gluten one with cow milk. It's really not bad. It's just weird. And I definitely wouldn't make it again. But it's okay. I'll probably eat this with coffee in the morning. But I'll eat a slice because it's, like I said, it's not bad. It's just strange to have chocolate this consistency. This is definitely going in the trash. No. This was an interesting experiment, so I have to ask, since this is kind of a fail, do you have a favorite chocolate cake recipe but I'm talking about delicate, petite, cute, elegant. If you do, let me know in the comments below and maybe I'll try it out.